Most US presidents use their second term to concentrate on the international system. They make sure that they create an impact when it comes to international politics. And Donald Trump's second campaign has not been different. But what has been the surprising trend is that he's now seemingly craving for new lands. He has also gone on a renaming spree. So he wants Greenland, he wants the whole of Canada, he wants the Panama Canal, and then he wants to deport immigrants, especially illegal ones, those who came through Mexico and then sometimes through Canada. He's also bent on making sure that the Ukraine war ends, but he is somehow biased in favor of the Russian Federation and President Vladimir Putin. Yesterday, something very undiplomatic happened in Washington in the Oval Office. He realized that he was supposed to sign a deal with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to bring an end to the war, with the US being promised about 50% of the rare earth mineral from Ukraine as compensation for their monies and weapons they have used in Ukraine. But the president openly accused President Zelensky of several things, including starting the war, trying to instigate a third world war, and then Zelensky could not just sit and watch. You realized earlier in the week, President Emmanuel Macron of France also had such a situation with the US president. He had to intervene while the US president was making remarks he found to be untrue, and somehow he said he liked the French language, so maybe that's why he ended up praising President Macron. But this one, you can see that Vice President J.D. Vance was also interrupting their speech, and they were forcing Zelensky to be thankful to the US and that he had never said thank you or whatever. But the meeting couldn't end well, so um, Ukraine Zelensky left earlier than scheduled. Not only that, they were supposed to hold a press conference after the signing of the deal. You could see that apart from the deal not being signed, the press conference was never held. And then both presidents have had to use social media to give us some form of details of how they felt after the encounter. We hope that whatever the situation is, the two of them can come together and then meet President Putin halfway so that this war could end. Because it doesn't matter how people crave for war, at least lives are always lost. Um, Infrastructure is destroyed, and then money that could be used to resolve other issues somewhere else are also used to go and then sort issues out, whether through peacekeeping, peace maintenance, um, meetings here and there, and then reconstruction. And after the war, as someone would ask, do we punish those who caused the war? Should we just pardon them and then live on? Would that not be a situation where it will encourage others to start what had happened and ended? And no matter what, Ukraine will never be the same. Crimea is it going to be lost forever? Therefore, provinces that are close to Russia which have been captured, Donetsk and all those things, are they going to remain Russian or they are going back to Ukraine? So all those things are things that students of international relations and international politics would have to sit down and analyze. Apart from Ukraine not getting what they wanted before the war, that is to join EU and then NATO, Russia has also lost sight of the fact that because of that war, they have lost a long borderline which used to be neutral. Finland and the Sweden, which were neutral when it comes to the West and East divide, they have now joined NATO. So war is never a good thing for anyone.